Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. I'm sorry that we didn't have a video last night. We actually were participating in the Runeterra Open. So if you didn't know, this past weekend we had a big Runeterra Open tournament of the first of this patch, and we had participated in the first day on Saturday. We went 9-2, which meant that we qualified for day 2, which I played yesterday. Unfortunately, on day 2 we only went 1-on-1, so we finished on top 32, but it's still very nice. Really nice feeling. Second top cut in a row. Hopefully we do better on the next Runeterra Open coming up in a couple of weeks. Now, today's video is going to be on Evelynn Kai'sa. So the lineup that you see here, so Evelynn Kai'sa, Illaoi, Lucian, and Bay Natures were the 3 decks that I brought to the Runeterra Open this past weekend. And out of these 3 decks, I really like Evelynn Kai'sa. I feel like a lot of people are underrating the deck, and that's what I wanted to do today's video. So here is the Evelynn Kai'sa deck that I played in the Runeterra Open. Obviously, it's just playing pretty much the whole Evelynn package, so Soul to Domination Steam, as well as some of the Kaisa Evolve package at the boiling. And the idea is just to turbo level your Kaisa using the keywords that you get from all the Evolve units and just put a lot of pressure. Of course, this is a Sirturmund deck as well, so just be mindful of that. But it is really, it really doesn't put. It really is not as oppressive as a Sirturmund deck as other Sirturmund decks are. Like this one doesn't have like Solani, for example, so it's really just there to make your Husk a little bit stronger, the way that Sirturmund should be playing, where it really just works on Husk and not a bunch of 1-drops as you see other decks. But anyways, let's jump ahead to the games. Hope you enjoy the games of Evelynn Kai'sa. Has been really fun deck, and I think it's actually pretty strong in the current meta. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're gonna against this Targon Sirturmund. So we're looking for Bastaya, we're looking for Random Negation, so that we can at least stop their early Sirturmund, and down to keep the Kaisa, potentially try to win the game through Kaisa there. There's the Bastaya, perfect. So this is what we're looking for in this matchup, and the reason that we play Bastaya in this deck, just so we can stop this attack here. I'll play the Forsaken Bakai. Let's play the Bloodletters. If the opponent wants to attack here, I'm okay with that. If I can get rid of the units before they're buffed, that's better than nothing. We'll play the Avenging Bastaya and just pass next turn, unless the opponent taps out of the 4 mana. Divine Clerk, that's fine.
And hope for her return.
So if the opponent sticks with 4 mana, we have to pass.
While I breathe,
Yeah, so we just chill here. We pass. We can play Evelynn. Alright, never mind. Opponent decides to let us get it. We'll go ahead and stop the Siren Song. Opponent just top decked that one, so it's very likely that they have a second one, unfortunately for us. So what I'm actually gonna do is that I'm actually gonna play the Fire Ref, right? I'm gonna actually play the Fire Ref, so that if the opponent does play... Ooh. Let's go Fearsome. Let's get this Kaisa level. If the opponent plays Siren Song here again, right? That lets me be able to haste spike this guy before the opponent gets the buff, right? And then next time we can play Evelynn and get value that way. Challenger, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. Elusive Husk is huge for them too, though. So that feels bad. So the Challenger is huge for us because we can play on the Evelynn and then give it to the Kaisa. We have to just commit. Okay, perfect. So you waste your Elusive Husk on Fizz anyways. We go here, get the Challenger, get another Husk. Next turn, regen, right? So that's enough, right? Because regen, quick attack. That gives me all the keywords that I need to evolve the Kaisa. No, Spell Shield, Fearsome, Challenger, regen. Okay, we need one more. So it's gonna be down to whatever keyword we get from the Evelynn house right here. Regardless, we can kill their Fizz with the leveled up Kaisa, right? And with the Challenger. We get Spell Shield again, not ideal. But it does protect the Kaisa against a Sunburst, as well as against like anything else, right? So I also protects the Evelynn, right? So it protects the Evelynn and the Kaisa against Sunburst. Opponent will have to commit like double Hush here. We can give her Challenger and Spell Shield forever by copying the keywords from Evelynn. The problem is that I still don't have a great way to deal with... I don't have a great way to deal with the... Okay, so I need to play around... I need to play around the... Okay, we can get the Overwhelm, right? We can get the Overwhelm from the Darkened Bloodletter, so I don't know that I actually want to commit the Bloodletters here. What I need to play around is that I need to play around the Pell Cascade. We can attack here and attack, I guess, here. I want to leave the Tentacle alive, because if the opponent has another Iron Akaboros, they're going to get another unit anyways. So we'll attack like this. We have Regen, so it doesn't matter that the Evelynn gets hurt. We have another Bastaya, and there's the Fury, so there we go. We get the Fury, the last keyword. I think I want to play this Solani out. The Evelynn does lose the Spell Shield, so she is vulnerable now. A second Bastaya doesn't really start. Like, the problem here... Okay, so let's say we go like this, right? Yeah, that's the Anakaboros. The problem is that the Solani just stops us anyways, right? We don't... Unless we get the Quicksand, we don't have a great way to deal with Solani. So we don't have a great way to deal with Solani. Let's go Soldier, or do we go Bastaya again? Fury. Let's go Soldier. Let's go Soldier first. Gives me like a cheap blocker into the Tentacle if we need to. That's the Overwhelm, so now we don't even need to do it on anything else. The only downside here is that I don't get the Husk, right? Like, this Solani is just such a problem. Yeah, this Solani is gonna be such a problem.
That's it.
Ay, ay, ay. Quicksand. Alright. That saves me, right? That saves me like 100%. We'll go here, give Overwhelm. We can transfer the Overwhelm to Kaisa. We have Quicksand for Solani next turn. We're gonna just clear the... I guess I have to be careful. How many units have died?
The suit's a quick study.
I forgot how many. Fizz? I killed the Fizz and I killed the Dustbringer while they were buffed up, right? So it's only really been Fizz and the Dustbringer while they were buffed up. So that's gonna be 2. So I should be able to just go like this. So if I go like this, because my thing is not gonna kill them, right? My thing is not gonna kill them. No, we have to go for the lifesteal. We go after this one here. That's gonna be 3. The opponent's gonna go to 5. So there's gonna be 5 units that are gonna die. So the Solani is still not triggered, which means that we can still just Quicksand her next turn and be okay. Opponent goes down to 2, and if we can survive the next turn by blocking the Solani Overwhelm, we should be okay. Unless the opponent gets like a Spell Shield Husk here. If they get a Spell Shield Husk, we're gonna have to commit the Haste Spike. The Quicksand saves me. Yeah, Solani's not enabled. That's what I expected. So she cannot transform. I was actually 1 off. I thought she would be at 12, but she's actually at 14. What this means, again, is that next turn we can just Quicksand the Solani and then open attack. Like, even if the opponent has 2 Solanis here, we can just Quicksand them both. Now, if the opponent has Silence, okay. Another side. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Right? So now we just go. So we can block here. Can block here. I guess we have to block here, right? We have to chump block here and then just play quicksand. Might as well just block as much damage as possible. Yeah, might as well just block as much damage as possible. The problem is that the Kaisa... So the opponent just committed double silence. We will have access to Spell Shield again next turn by playing the Bastilla right now. Which I think is actually correct to play the Bastilla like this. So it's correct to play the Bastilla like this so that we can get the Spell Shield on the Kaisa and have Rider Negation as well as a backup to be able to protect this. We could also go for Haste Spike on the Shell Shocker here. Just to be mana efficient. And have one less unit that we have to worry about. We win this no matter what. I do like this Haste Spike. I like this Haste Spike on the Shell Shocker. The next one we start by playing the second skin on the Avenging Bastilla, which has Spell Shield. And we have Rider Negation. If the opponent has a third silence, they can silence the Kaisa. But then we just win everywhere else because we have the Overwhelm. Like we have double Overwhelm, right? So even if they silence the Kaisa, because of the Overwhelm in the double Solanis, if they have another Moonlight Affliction, they can silence both of these. I think my opponent Rage Quit again. This is the second game in this video that opponents lose fair and square. Like, this was a good game. This is a very good game. And opponent really is gonna be salty. Like, I don't feel like a high roll or anything. Are you kidding me, man? Are you serious? Just finish the game. Man, I swear, man. Like, I don't understand why people are rage quitting so much. Like, really? Really? This is a pretty good challenger keyword because it can work with our Solani as well as give our Evelynn challengers. So again, we have multiple challengers. Doesn't matter. Opponent's a sore loser. So GG's. It was a great game from us. I think we played it exactly how we needed to. In this match, we're going against aggro. So Jinx Samira. We do have a lot of early blockers, I guess, right? Do we ever have a time to play Siren in this matchup? I don't know that we do. I think I want to look for blockers instead. I think Siren is a little bit too greedy in this matchup. So we go for Second Bakai or Boiling. Either one works. Let's pass. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and play this now though. Domination. Again, I don't like the Siren Song, I think. Yeah, I don't think I like the Siren Song in this matchup. Augment is great because that's a keyword that I usually wouldn't get from Husk. So usually you want to play the Boiling when you get a keyword that you're not going to get from the Husk, right? Like if I play the last turn with Spell Shield, it's too easy for us to get Spell Shield from a Husk. So I don't think it's necessary, right? We block here, play Domination, play Evelynn or Steam the turn after. Probably the Evelynn, to be honest, so that we can give the Steam double the Husk and allows us to just challenge a lot of stuff. So Domination here. Overwhelm. Evelynn next turn, which is a huge blocker. Opponent's just going to continue attacking. We will trade that Domination unless the opponent gets Samira. Samira will be really bad here. Or just straight up Mystic. Ha! They must have a Jinx in their hand, so they're trying to just push a lot of damage. Steam is going to give me a lot of value though. Steam is gonna give me a lot of value. That's a big attack though. 3, 5, 7, 8. No, it wasn't. What am I talking about? I can't count. So yeah, so we just play Evelynn for free here. Opponent definitely has a Jinx. We get elusive. What if we just try to go for lethal with the elusives? Why did we say that the opponent cannot kill us next turn? I mean, they do have the Chompers, which is a problem. No. I think I have to clear their board. I have to clear their board. They definitely have a Jinx here. I cannot take this much damage. We get the Fearsome here. The Steam is gonna be at 4 health. Other option is that we can go Domination and Bastaya instead and just have the additional blockers. I'm not opposed to this. I'm not opposed to this, right? So if we go Bastaya and Domination, that gives me 2 blockers to prevent an open attack, as well as gives me access to the deny for the opponent's burn. I like this. I like this. So this lets me deal with another experimenter. Opponent just discarded one. If they have another one, it lets me deal with it. And lets me get access to the deny. Right? If the Jinx was already in the field, Steam would have been better because we could have killed the Jinx. But because she was not in the field, yeah, you get the level up and they get the vision. So they get the vision, and that's why I think I prioritize having the multiple blockers.
Who's your plaything today?
So it's still gonna be very tight. Still gonna be very, very close, right? Luckily for us, Evelynn stays. Right in negation, but we can play Steam and still have access to Bastaya. I'm just debating if I need to have Quicksand instead. Samira? Because the problem here is that, like, let's play Steam. Let's play Steam first.
This is my domain, Steam. Leave.
Give ourselves another blocker. We'll have the Quicksand enable or the Bastaya, right? Either one. This is telling me that the opponent has like another Jinx in their hand. What if... So if we go here and go here and Quicksand the Jinx and one of the other units, I'm gonna Quicksand the Urchin actually. Oh wait, we have another blocker. I forgot about this. We can go like this. So if we go like this, I'm thinking I'm gonna actually... Okay, so if the opponent has... Like, I want to keep this Bastaya alive. If opponent has... No, because I want to block here, right? I want to block like this. We Quicksand here, we Quicksand here and here. I mean, here and here. So there's 2 options. We can take 4 damage, 5. We get 3.
Is this what
I like Quicksanding this guy. And then next we have 7, which is enough for the Steam and the Bastaya. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna let myself take an extra damage so that we can keep guarantee that the bush stays alive, even if the opponent can get the rocket here. So if the opponent can get the rocket here, they cannot kill the bush, right? Which means that next time we have the deny to stop the lethal burn. They lose the Jinx here because of the Quicksand. And they're just gonna commit to the Mystic. Okay, so they're gonna commit to the Mystic. It's not going phase. We still have the Battle Negation. It just means that now we have to not be able to play Steam, so that's a problem as well. So this is gonna be 4 damage. If the opponent top decks a Jinx, I'm in trouble. I'm not gonna play around the top deck Jinx. Let's not get excited that he can play. I think I'm just gonna go, especially now that we have the Scout. Yeah, especially now that we have the quick attack, we just go like this. If you get the Jinx, you win the game. I can't play around the Jinx. I think playing around the Jinx is a mistake. Alright. So now, even if they get the Jinx, they're not getting anything from it. Right? So even if they get the Jinx, they're not really doing anything here. And then we have Riot Negation. Opponent didn't do the damage from the Samira. Opponent goes down to 3. So they have to kill us this turn. If they had another unit, they could have killed us. But looks like they didn't get another unit. We have another quicksand, so that's great for us. The quicksand is amazing because it means that we can go ahead and do like this. And just stop the flare from even coming into the field. So now the opponent doesn't get the flare. As I say that they get the all out, you have a sec. No, it doesn't work. We did -4. So this is one trick that the opponent just learned the hard way. Your attack can go negative, right? So by me doing the -4 on the Samira, it means that the opponent actually, even with the all out, only goes to 0, right? Because -4 puts the Samira -2, and then the Samira all out does +2, so they don't get anything from this. We go here, we negate this one, and with 4 health, I don't think the opponent can beat us, even if they top deck the Jinx, right? So with 4 health, they cannot beat us, even if they top deck the Jinx. And we get Kaisa to add insult to injury, with elusive, with overwhelm, with everything else. I had to develop Kaisa because if the opponent top decks a mystic shot, they can kill the Evelynn, and I wouldn't have lethal. So yeah, we just go like this. We can even give the Kaisa the scout, but I don't think it's necessary. I think at this point we just attack with everything and just win the game. Yeah, so then we just go like this. She dies anyways. Boom. Yeah, so that's one thing that the opponent just learned, and hopefully you all never make that mistake. Power can go negative. So by me playing the full quicksand on the Samira, it went to -2. So from 2 to -2, because it's -4, right? So even with the all out, the opponent couldn't get the flare. So GG's. In this match, we're going against D. So I mean, obviously opponent's gonna have like benches and stuff. I want to look for Siren Song, Evelynn, or Kaisa. Those are the 3 cards that you're looking for: Siren Song, Evelynn, and Kaisa. We don't get any of them, which is a little bit awkward, right? But that's part of the game, right? Sometimes you don't get any of the 3. If it was just one card that I was looking for, I could understand. But I'm looking for 3 different cards and I don't get any of them, so that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna play the Bakai just yet. You have higher odds. Like, it's better to play the Bakai later. It's not like I need to worry about blocking here. And there we go. We get the Siren Song now. Do I play this Bakai now then? And just get rid of that blocker? No, I think the Bakai is going to be better once we have the Steam, right? And also we have the domination on the field and stuff. So I think I'm just going to go for Siren Song. Have access to Haste Spike. That way I can Haste Spike the fish here. If I need to. Overwhelm? Not the greatest keyword. So if the opponent plays their fish here, we just Haste Spike it, right? Delay their just delay their stuff. Alright, so we have 2 options. We can go domination first, which if the opponent's gonna let me do this, I guess I'll go domination first. That gives me an extra health and makes my husk stronger. I am a little bit scared of the opponent's Maokai, yeah. But now the opponent gets punished by the Steam, because I can always put the Darkened Bloodletters of Domination to kill their Maokai, right? So there we go, Steam here. Even if the opponent has like a Vengeance, the Maokai is still dying. So even if the opponent has like a random Vengeance, the Maokai is still dying. We could go the Voiling with Challenger. It's not bad, considering I'm also gonna have Tough, and this is gonna evolve really quick. Wait, this is actually kind of crazy. This Voiling. I do want to start playing my Forsaken Bakai though. Huh. I don't. Well, I guess I won't have a choice. I think I have to go Voiling. It's a good attempt. Wait, what? So now I can just go like this then, right? So if I go like this, I would love to have that Tough. Do I need to even do this? I guess let's see what keyword we get here. Because if this evolves anyways, I'm chilling.
Impress me.
We got Challenger on it. Okay, so the good thing about this Challenger is that now I can play this Forsaken Bakai and not worry about the boiling, right? And this Kaisa? Or is it Evelynn? I think we go Kaisa. I think we go Kaisa. Right? We kill the Maokai here. We could go ahead and just kill both of these. And I think it's probably worth it before this goes deep. Maybe I don't care about the Dredgers. Yeah, I don't think I care about the Dredgers. We play Kaisa and have Rider Negation as a backup for next turn, and then we can give the Kaisa the Scout and the Impact. So we play Kaisa. The quick attack will be enough to get us to the evolve because we haven't had quick attack yet. We had Challenger, Overwhelm, Scout, Impact, and Tough. So the quick attack will be number 6. Opponent goes for their Hunters. It does mean that we lose the Scout, most likely. So that means, oh no, you're gonna go for the Overwhelm instead and let me get the Scout. I guess opponent has a way to remove this team then, right? If the opponent has a way to remove steam, I want to get my my Dark Control out of it then. Let's assume that the opponent has a way to remove the steam, right? They have the 3 cost lifesteal. Yeah, there you go, the Undergrowth. Challenger is still not bad though. The opponent loses double Vengeance there. We play Kaisa. We get their bow.
I know what they are.
We have Rider Negation as a backup. And we can give that Kaisa Challenger next turn. And that would still be really good, I guess, for what we want to do. The opponent is close to going deep, which is a problem. Let's see what keyword we get here. Challenger again. Not great. We could go Soldier.
Ain't no shadows in here, friend.
Fury. It's not bad with the Voilen. Yeah, that's not bad with the Voilen. We have Rider Negation, and now we can kill the Dark Control or anything. This is actually almost percenting lethal because we can challenge the Dredgers. We can challenge all their units away, right? So the opponent's in a tough position. We just saw them lose 2 Vengeances. So if they have one last Vengeance, they have to do it now. That's not a Vengeance. I guess they could have access. No, the fish, the Devoured Fish is 4 mana now, so they could play the Devoured Fish on the Vakai. But then we still have the Challenger and the yep, so there it is. You're gonna do it there? I don't understand. Why do it there? Huh. Now these two can challenge, like this one can challenge over there.
To the arsenal.
Do we have lethal here? Do we have lethal, right? So if we play this one with Challenger, this one is vulnerable. This is 7, 13. So we challenge here. Oh yeah, if we put the Darkened Bloodletters on the Dark Control, it should be lethal, right? So we go like this, and this should be lethal because we can challenge everywhere else. Oh, 1 off? Are you kidding me? So we're 1 off. If that's the case, let's keep the Boiling alive, right? We're actually 1 off, huh? Yeah, let's keep the Boiling alive, I guess. Because we're 1 off. And we'll just go for it on the next turn. I didn't make the math. Okay, opponent gets the heal here. We have the Rider Negation. Opponent have played both Double Devour. We also have the Healer's Resurrection. We can run a negation our Dark Control, which will give us the Solani, and then we can also just play Solani. I mean, we're in a really good spot here. Our opponent lost 2 Vengeances. Even if you have the Nautilus, it doesn't matter. Because the Kaisa can do like the damage. They will be able to heal a lot, which kind of sucks. I don't hate the Camouflage Horror. It's a big strike, so you can get rid of a blocker. Opponent goes to 6. Yeah, opponent goes to 6 here. I mean 9. I can't count apparently. Okay. We will lose. Perfect. So now we go like this. I need to block this, by the way, because this is gonna obliterate my enemy, right? My card. We might actually just straight up lose here. So let's say if we know that the opponent's gonna probably go after this guy here, right? So we know that the opponent's gonna go after this guy. We could play this on the Kaisa, because the opponent probably gonna want to attack with everything, right? So I think I'm down to play this on the Kaisa. They drag here. We block with Kaisa. We play the Healer's Resurrection. Yeah, we block with the Kaisa. We take the 12. We play the Healer's Resurrection. We lose the Rider Negation though, so that could be a problem. We have 2 options. We could play the Camouflage Clocker. Or we can play the Solani. It has to probably be Solani. That was their 3rd Devour. Solani's better because it gives me the Overwhelm that I need to potentially push lethal, right? Opponent taps out of Vengeance, and that's their 3rd Vengeance anyways. They don't have enough for a Devour anymore because they already played 3. We go here. Yeah, give this Overwhelm. Is that gonna be enough? Maybe, maybe not. So we go here. This is pushing 6. We go here. The opponent's still at a decent spot. But then we lose into the elusive next turn. So we need to go ahead and take the elusive down. We need to take the elusive down no matter what we do. Opponent's gonna trade with their deep below. Yeah, we need to take the elusive down just because I don't want to just die next turn on the open attack. I think we definitely play the horror next turn, right? If that's the case, we gotta just put one on one of these guys. Oh, heavy metal. I didn't play around heavy metal. Wow, I forgot about that. That's a big deal. Yeah, I forgot about this being a Bilgewater deck, to be honest. So you have to be on the boiling the whole time. I mean, we still have Quicksand now, so we don't lose to a second elusive. Nautilus is the only problem, but we have Challenger and Overwhelm, which means that the opponent's gonna die here. If they play a Maokai, the Nautilus. All right, so this is the Nautilus, right? This is the Nautilus. If opponent gets another Nautilus, that's a good spot for them. I'm gonna force them not to be able to kill me, not to be able to attack with that Nautilus, because I can actually get rid of their tough. They might still attack, so that wins me the game. If they attack like this, that wins me the game. Right? Question is, do I block with Kaisa? No, because then I'm losing to like more removal, right? So we go like this, gets rid of the tough, we block here. Oh wait, it gets rid of the deep as well, so I can block with the Kaisa. And we just go, we go like this. Doesn't matter, right? Because we're always gonna drag. Yeah, we're always gonna drag. We're always gonna drag the dredgers. This game should not be going this long. I think there was a couple things I could have done better. We're trading with the Megatusk anyways. There is... The opponent already committed triple vengeance. So now I wish I would have blocked with the Voiling. So if I would have blocked with the Voiling earlier, I actually would have gotten there. So if we go like this, we still go to 1. I guess if we go here, that gives me the lethal. Opponent played triple vengeance and triple devour. Destroys the equipment. So now we actually lose to... We lose to another removal. Opponent can get Maokai or Deep right here. And if they get Maokai, I also lose the Kaisa. Losing that equipment to the heavy metal 2 turns ago really hurt us. So they have to have Nautilus here or Maokai. Or next time we just win. Okay. So we can Steam, which gives the Maokai the vulnerable. That sucks. They drew so bad, right? Like if they get anything else here, if they got Nautilus, I would have been. I mean, I still have a blocker, and then I just win with the attack. But it would have been so much better for them to have that Nautilus, because now what I know is that I can just attack, and definitely not my cleanest play. Definitely not my cleanest play, right? Like those heavy metals really hurt. Otherwise, the Solani could potentially just finish the game, right? So I think I got a little bit too greedy, forgetting about Deep potentially playing heavy metal. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Jax Ornn. Okay, so this can be a little bit of a tougher matchup, just because we don't really have a great way to deal with like the really, really big units, right? I don't know that I like the domination, right? She's usually good, but I think you want to look for your Siren Song or your Evelynn or your Kaisa, right? Those are the 3 key cards in this deck: Kaisa, Evelynn, and Siren Song. We got at least one of the 3, so that's better than nothing. But we did get rid of our early Husk so that we're able to level up Evelynn, right? So that's going to be a problem. The Rider Negation is not as good in this matchup, although some versions of Jax Ornn do play Very Nice. So this could be good for against a Very Nice, right? Or if we need to come back like a fish fight, for example. We also have the Bastilla, so an extra deny again doesn't really do a lot for us. But it's better than nothing at least. We could go the Avenging Bastilla right now and just always hold that over the opponent's head. But it's very telegraphed, right? And I feel like this unit's just going to stick on the field, not really doing anything.
My heroic last stands never seem to stick.
Okay. Yeah, so let's just play it. Let's just play it. Even if it's going to feel the board a little bit. We can go Soldier. So I'm down to open attack and just push this 2 damage. Oh, and we get Kaisa now. Let's just push this 2 damage, because if the opponent tries to go for a catch, we can always play the Avenging Bastilla. Not ideal, right? But at least it lets us trade with that Jax, which is better than nothing. If the opponent tries to go for like a freeze, we have the Haste Spike. If they just take this, I'm okay with this, right? Again, we don't really care about the Bastilla. At least in this matchup, it doesn't really do a lot for us. Like the deny would have been nice to stop like a fish fight, but we have the Rider Negation to stop like a Very Nice and a fish fight as well if necessary. We get Fearsome, so that's 1 keyword here. Now you do have to I mean, we have Scout, right? So we have Scout, Quick Attack, Fearsome, so that's 3. We're gonna have to rely on the Husk to give me the last 3 other keywords that we need to really get there. We got a second Bastilla anyways. Okay, so here we're just gonna play Evelynn. I think opponent's gonna have a hard time attacking into Evelynn anyways. I also don't know why they spend the mana to put the equipment here when they were gonna play another Jax, right? Because once you play the second Jax, what it does is that it takes the equipment from the Artisan. Quick Attack is not great, right? Because we already had Quick Attack with Kaisa, so it doesn't really get us anywhere into our evolved game plan. We could play the Steam, actually. I guess we could play the Steam and we will have Scout quick attack as well as have the Evelynn with quick attack. That's not bad because we're gonna give the Jax the vulnerable. So that's gonna be their second Jax, which makes it less likely for them to have access to a Jax counter strike. Fearsome again. Okay, so we're just getting like repeat keywords, unfortunately. So not great. Let's go here. So we go Steam.
Always Eve.
Like this is gonna force the opponent. Okay, spell shield. Not great either because we have the Bastaya anyways. But could be good at giving my Evelynn spell shield to make sure that we do kill that Jax. Or we can just give Kaisa spell shield right away without having to use her second skin, right? Okay. So I'm gonna go like this, right? I'm gonna go like this to start with. Obviously, there's a risk here. If the opponent has the freeze, they have the freeze. And my guess is gonna be like a catch. Okay. So now we just go haste spike, and we keep this guy alive. Let's go here. I wanna have the spell shield for Kaisa, right? So I want to have to fearsome again. Okay, sometimes that's the down part that you kind of get low roll of the husk, right? So we can pass here. Overwhelm? Okay, that's huge, right? So this cast is gonna have spell shield, fearsome, and overwhelm, and we can give her scout. That's not a new keyword. As long as this Kaisa can stay alive, I'm okay. And then we could technically evolve her right away, depending on the keyword that we get from the Nets husk. Yep, let's just play it now. I don't think there's anything that the opponent has that scares me from killing this Kaisa. She's gonna have 7 HP without even being evolved. And then next turn, she's gonna get potentially evolve and get 2 more HP. I guess I have to be a little bit worried about Mr. Ornn, right? So Ornn could be a problem. But as long as we have the Steam, I guess we can drag the Ornn. It has Spell Shield, we have Renegation, we have the Bastaya. Okay. Opponent didn't draw a card because they don't have any Weapon Masters on the field. Because this requires you to have another unit with a different subtype than Reptile. So since the opponent lost their 2 Jax, right? There we go. Challenger 2. That's a high roll. That's a high roll, right? So we get Challenger, we get the ball. The downside here is that like I want to get the scout, right? Like I want to get the scout. But the challenger is also so tempting. The scout is so good though, right? So it has to be the scout here. And then we can just play the void. I didn't even notice the elusive, right? Maybe the elusive was better. I mean, we have overwhelm, right? Because most of the keywords here we already have. Yeah, the overwhelm is going to be really crucial, so maybe this is fine. We still have the Renegation. The elusive, this is going to be a pretty big elusive. Opponent gets their castaway. Like all the units are just gonna die here because we're gonna be able to drag.
But this looks fun too.
It's nice.
So like we can go like this.
There's power in water.
Right? So we can go like this and just drag one of these. Kind of sucks that this guy gets to get away because of the tough. Opponent could technically have a freeze, but don't know that I'm scared of that just yet. And then we play the challenger husk. We're gonna clear the whole board, right? So at this point, we're kind of like in the driver's seat. We'll be able to drag with the Evelynn and the Voilin. Don't know if I actually want to drag with the Voilin though. Considering yeah, I don't think I need to drag because everything's gonna die, right? So everything's gonna die here, so I don't think I need to drag with the Voilin. And that to play like We can go like this.
Harder. Okay.
So this one can get challenged here. Let's take this one here. And I guess we'll go here. Yeah, like this is lethal no matter how we shape it, right? I mean, not lethal this turn, but even if the opponent has an Ornn and not scared of it, I have double quicksand. And then next turn I'm just putting the elusive on the Kaisa, and that wins us the game, so GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna get Lucian and Illaoi. So we do have the counter to champion strength in the form of Validation as well as okay, this sorry, let me think about this mulligan first, right? I like the haste spike and I like the Kaisa. Anyways, we have the Renegation and the Avenging Bastilla to stop their Siren Song as well as their Champion Strength later. I don't know that I care about stopping Siren Song. I wonder if keeping Siren Song is fine. I mean, we do have 2 Avenging Bastilla, so maybe it's not a big deal.
A game. Go on now.
I can just pass, right? Because the opponent has to commit the first action since they decided to go for Pool Shark. So here I can just pass. Knowing that I can deny the Siren Song. If opponent doesn't play that card from Pool Shark, they just lose it. Yep, so that's the Siren Song. Let's go ahead and deny it. Just at least keep their units at a decent level that we can block, right? No need to attack here. Now, opponent could technically just have another Siren Song next turn. Which if they do, that's fine. We'll go ahead and play our Siren Song. Illaoi? Okay. So, this is the interesting part about Illaoi here. We can go Siren Song. And we can block the Illaoi with our Bastilla. Elusive is a big one. Actually, you know what? I'm debating just putting Steam down now. Because of the Elusive Husk, the Steam kind of looks hot. So I want to make sure that I get this Illaoi to a position that I can kill her with Haste Spike. At the same time, as good as the Steam is, probably needs to be Evelynn. I guess the only downside with Evelynn. So the downside with Evelynn here is that I guess we have the Haste Spike next turn, right? So we have the Haste Spike next turn.
What happened to you?
Which allows me to trigger the Evelynn, because my point was going to be that I can't really stop it, right? The problem here is that now we also lose to Champion Strength because I decided to tap out of, to not go for the Bastilla first, right? Okay, opponent tapped out of Champion Strength, so that's fine. We fought Champion Strength and not to worry about it. We'll go like this. We can Haste Spike right now, or we can Haste Spike next turn. The problem with Haste Spiking next turn is that the opponent can just go for like a big attack, right? Like a big open attack. We're gonna have Kaisa enable once we do the scout and the quick attack. And once Kaisa is on the field, his opponent's gonna have a hard time dealing with stuff. I could potentially go Bastilla plus Kaisa, but that means I have the right negation now, so I guess I don't need to. Opponent's gonna go here. We're gonna go here. So that's the haste back on the Illaoi.
Does it hurt?
That gives me the regen as well.
Time to eat.
We can go ahead and play this team.
Ready for a little
And have a second haste back enable if we need to.
Always Eve. But you know,
I have regen, fury, overwhelm. Next time we're gonna have challenger. So we can play Kaisa and have the random negation if the opponent has like a random champion strength that they want to use next turn. Illaoi doesn't matter here. Like, yeah, she's pushing damage, but it doesn't really matter. Like, this attack is not good for the opponent. Especially with me having regen. They can keep Illaoi alive, right? But I'm not scared about Illaoi because I'm gonna have Kaisa next turn, evolve. Sure. We get another keyword here. We have Kaisa and we have Random Negation. We're gonna have Scout, Overwhelm, Fury, as well as Challenger Fearsome. This Kaisa is gonna be humongous. No matter what the opponent has here, I'm not scared.
Kaisa, does that suit come on?
We have the haste spike as well.
Their every move just makes me stronger.
We are able to clear the whole board, plus have Overwhelm, Scout, Fury, which means that this Kaisa is gonna just push so much damage as well. We can even give Spell Shield if we wanted to. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me, right? So we're just gonna put this here. Now we have Scout, Overwhelm, Fury, Challenger, Fearsome, Quick Attack. I can clear the whole board and the opponent sees that, and that's game, right? So there's only one turn where I was a little bit sloppy, right? When I played the Evelynn and didn't have a way to stop the champion's strength. But once the opponent tapped out of mana, and that helped us out. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Illaoi and Swain. I don't like this matchup just because if the opponent levels up Swain, well, this is a hand. This is a hand and a half. I'm gonna kick and try to see if I can find the Kaisa. Okay, the Rite of Negation is not ideal, but also not bad. If the opponent levels up the Swain, it can be a little bit problematic for us. We will have the Evelynn enabled really early. If I get a second Evelynn, that's actually great for us. Right? So a second Evelynn would be really... I should probably play... I'll probably play this Boiling. But I kind of just want to go for Siren Song, Evelynn, and have access to Haste Spike. Like, I think that's probably better than playing this Voilin. But the lifesteal is a really good keyword because it's not a keyword that you usually get from Husk. So you want to play the Boiling using keywords that you don't get from Husk, right? Because that way you get an extra keyword that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise, and you can kind of get value from there. Overwhelm is not an amazing keyword, but also not bad. Lets me level up the Evelynn here. And I still have Haste Spike enabled. Okay.
I'm always ready to play. My.
A second Evelynn would be ideal. Spell Shield is not bad.
See what's beneath while I.
If we had a Kaisa here, I would probably just play her straight up next turn. Just because the Spell Shield would be so good. Brash also would be really nice, huh? Brash would have been really nice. The great thing here, by the way, with the Spell Shield is that even if the opponent has, like, the way to kill my Evelynn, they get punished by the Haste Spike, right? So look at what's gonna happen now. Because of the Haste Spike, we get the Spell Shield. So the Disintegrate goes into the Spell Shield, and we're still fine. So Disintegrate goes into the Spell Shield, and now we get Elusive. You get to damage the Evelynn, but that's fine. Yeah, I think opponent didn't realize that was gonna happen, right? So remember, Evelynn gets the keyword of any Husk that you kill, right? So by us being able to play that, it ends up working out for us. Quick Attack, not ideal. I wanna leave this Elusive. Okay, well, let's go like this. So by doing it this way, we save our mana, we kill the Husk, which means that Evelynn levels up and gives me another Husk next turn, right? Because remember, Evelynn doesn't give you a Husk at the beginning of the turn unless she's leveled up the previous turn. We get Spell Shield plus Elusive on this turn, so we have a pretty big attack coming up. Still not Kaisa. I guess we're gonna go ahead and just settle for the Fury for now. Settle for the Fury. Plus Spell Shield, plus Elusive.
Time to read.
This is gonna be 10 damage, which means that this is gonna commit lethal on the next attack. We have Rite of Negation to protect it. We can start searching for stuff with the Forsaken Bakais. And opponent gets punished by a Rite of Negation again. And that, I guess that double Rite of Negation just completely saved the game for me. This also means that I can just develop... Yeah, this double Rite of Negation feels really bad for them, huh? Scorch Earth and Make It Rain. That's rough. So the Spell Shield Husk twice. and double Rider Negation to get rid of all their removal. I'm sorry, opponent. This actually was a super high roll by me. Like, actually super high roll by me.
You don't want
Because this got rid of the spell shield on the Boiling as well. So, yeah, I'm just gonna give them the GG. They keep emoting, and now they're like playing slow. So I'm guessing they rage quit after they emoted. And I cannot blame them because this is kind of bullshit. Okay, so here we go with the attack.
I bite.
How you gonna emote me all game long and then just rage quit when things don't go your way? Okay, and there you go. There was the final attack after the opponent decided to rage quit now. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Evelynn and Kaisa. And I can't believe how many people kept rage quitting me, right? So you got 2 games today where people rage quit on us. I still included them because I think they were still a good showcase of what this deck can do and how it can just beat people. I did play it a little bit sloppy sometimes, as you saw against a deep player, and even against Illaoi Lucian. I think I could play a little bit better, right? Kind of playing more around the champion strength, which should have just blown me out if the opponent had it on their turn 6 attack. But, you know, still kind of learning as well, still recovering from some of the misplays that I make every now and then. Overall, I think this deck is really, really good. I really like it. I like kind of like the pressure that it can put in the opponent, how quickly things can turn up, and just how humongous of a threat our Kaisa can be, right? Like, you saw the Kaisa just finishing so many games today, whether you get Spell Shield, Elusive, Challenger. Like, some of these keywords are so good with Kaisa, and you can get them pretty often based on all the hosts that you have, and you can get Spell Shield with the Bastaya, etc, etc. So it's not that difficult to get like the right keywords for Kaisa to just take over the game and finish games, and maybe that's why people hate it, because Kaisa just feels kind of unbeatable sometimes, right? So still very, very good. Very, very happy with how this deck performed for me on the Runeterra Open. I only lost 2 games with it. Ironically, the game that I lost to the deck that I lost most with was Illaoi Lucian. I lost 7 times with it, including both games that I lost on the top 32 were with Illaoi Lucian. But you know, it is a really good deck still, so I don't regret bringing it. Just wish I probably could have gotten more practice. But anyways, going back to Kaisa and Evelynn, let's kind of talk about the card choices here, right? So Evelynn and Kaisa, self-explanatory. You want to look for both champions, right? Both champions are just so good at just being like your engine. Especially Kaisa, obviously, is going to finishing up games for you. But Evelynn providing you those new husks every turn allows you to just get a lot of value from her and be able to level up your Kaisa really quickly. The Bloodletters is my equipment of choice. It's really nice because it gives you an alternate win condition with the Overwhelm. Just be careful if you're playing against a control deck like I did there, that you play around those Quietus and heavy metals. I forgot about it, and that's what made that deep matchup a little bit too awkward. Otherwise, we would have had another Overwhelm blocker that the opponent would have had to deal with as the game continued, which was definitely a problem that I didn't have that to deal with, right? So yeah, just be mindful of those heavy metals as well when you play the Bloodletters, but it's just really good, especially because you can put this on a husk and get the Darkened Bloodletter, the Darkened Troll for free when you're able to just kill your own husk, right? Spell-wise, self-explanatory haste back is so important. You saw there in that match back against Swain how important it is to have haste back sometimes. It can also get rid of certain units. Heck, even against that matchup against Fizz Targon, right? Me using that haste spike when the opponent plays Siren Song to kill their 2-1 before he got buffed was good enough to make the Solani be 1 off from getting involved, right? So that's exactly kind of what we're looking for when we're playing stuff like haste spike. Just make the opponent have to play around it. Quicksand is so good. It's just a saver in this matchup. It's kind of like our only way to really deal with Solani if the opponent actually gets a Solani in the field. Rider Negation kind of goes together with Avenging Bastaya. They're there to stop Siren Song as well as Champion Strength. Those 2 spells are really, really critical and really difficult for us to deal with, so that's why I like playing both of these. Siren Song, self-explanatory, just buff up all your husks. We don't play a lot of 1-drop. It is nice on the Boiling, I'm not gonna lie, but we're not really there for the 1-drop like other decks are. We're just there to make our husks a little bit bigger so that the Steam, the Kaisa, the Evelynn can have a lot more value when they come down. 1 Healer's Resurrection to bring my Kaisa back if she dies, or Evelynn. Fire Wrath, just an additional equipment to be able to get that resurrection reduced. It's also not a bad unit to potentially get a last keyword that you need, because the equipment counts as a keyword towards the Kaisa. Forsaken by Kai for the predicts. Boiling, just really nice. Usually you want to play the Boiling using a keyword that you're not going to get from Husk. So stuff like Lifesteal, stuff like Brash, right? Like these keywords that you don't augment, keywords that you don't get from the Husk are the best times to play the Boiling, because it's an additional keyword that you wouldn't have gotten from the Husk anyways, allowing you to get to the above quicker. Soldier and Domination, just our Husk enablers, allowing us to play that Evelynn in turn 4. Steam, just really MVP of this deck as well, allowing us to put vulnerable into a lot of the opponent's units and be able to challenge in the way that we need to. And then finally, 2 Camouflage Horror. And now this is an interesting card in this deck, but because of the evolve, right? Because of the evolve, it gives me like a way to be able to deal with stuff like be able to strike some key opponent's units. So you saw it there, killing the Nautilus, right? Which was really nice, putting the Nautilus low enough and then be able to trade with it. But I have also used it to kill like opponent's Ornns, for example. When the Ornn comes down, especially if you have multiple Husks on the field that are buffed up by Siren Song, then the Camouflage Horror gets pretty high up in attack power and can strike and kill the opponent unit. It's just a nice way to get rid of a key unit, right? We don't have a lot of ways to get rid of big units here because we don't have strikes aside from the Evelynn Spade as a spell. So the Camouflage Horror gives me that strike that I need to get rid of a key unit. So the general strike is pretty obvious, right? You want to just focus on the Husk first, level up the Kaisa, drop your Kaisa, and kind of finish the game with Kaisa. Of course, if you get overwhelmed, Challenger, elusive, like some of these Husks might change the way that you finish up the games, but for the most part, it's going to be straightforward. Just Husk into Kaisa, finish up the games from there. It's really the way that you're finishing up most of your games. Because of that, in my mulligan, I like to look for Siren Song, Evelynn, and Kaisa, right? So everything else we can kick away. The only time that I'll keep something else is if I'm playing against Siren Song decks. I want to keep the Vastaya, right? So that's why we play the Vastaya, so we can deny the Siren Song on turn 3. But otherwise, just hard mulligan for your Evelynn, your Kaisa, and your Siren Song, so that you can kind of start setting up your engines to actually get to the win condition that you need. It's also, it's so nice playing Siren Song and leaving 2 mana for the haste spike, so that you can actually play the Evelynn as well on turn 4 and I still keep the 2 mana. Like the curve of Siren Song into Evelynn into haste spike is so good, right? As long as you keep that extra 2 mana to threaten that haste spike, opponent's gonna have a hard time reacting to your Evelynn, and then you can follow up with turn 5 with Kaisa and just kind of get going from there. It's gonna snowball pretty quickly. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it in terms of strategies. Really like this deck. Hope you all enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe to us. We post Illaoi videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both posted below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.